West End Cultural Centre. We are gathered here today to witness the baptism of Scott Ripley III.
Now, last night we almost seemed to see this come together as Jack Jesus, Tommy Lee Curtis, and Scott Ripley were in the ring together, destroying Red Hot Summer.
You know, I'm kind of without words for this one. This is sort of outside my realm of understanding when it comes to professional wrestling, but I will say that Tommy Lee Curtis is a guy that, I said I have a lot of history with ATM. I have a lot of history with Tommy Lee Curtis. We were a tag team in another promotion for quite some time when we first started in pro wrestling. We've wrestled each other dozens of times. We've grown up together in this business, really, and he's a very talented guy.
And it looks like in his hands he has a Swoley Bible. Is this the first ever baptism we have seen in professional wrestling?
It's the first one that I can think of. You know, Tommy Lee Curtis was a guy who's recently undergone a little bit of a change in his personality. When I wrestled him, when I tagged with him, he was a partier. He was a rocker. He was one of the prima donnas of tag team with heavy metal, and he was not a guy who was espousing too many religious beliefs, I don't think. He was...
Brothers and sisters, church is in session. We are all gathered here today to witness the baptism of Scott Ripley III. And look at him. He looks as pure as the driven snow. You look beautiful, my son. But before we get started, I need to read a few words from the good book. Go ahead and get a shot of that.
What does that say?
Arnold's Bodybuilding Bible.
Bodybuilding Bible.
Now, if you will allow me to read the 10 Commandments. Hey! Shut the hell up! Number 1, re-rack your weights to secure more dates.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree
Number
with that
2, big delts equal championship belts.
Hey man, I'm living proof.
Number 3, thou shalt not skip leg day, but just remember, this is from the Old Testament. Like, we can be a little laxed on that.
I was gonna say, I
Everyone
don't...
can skip a leg day every now and then, right, Hercules? Yeah, okay.
You gotta hit him once
but
in a
this
while.
next one, no exceptions. There will be absolutely no premarital sex.
You know what? I might be a believer here. This guy's speaking my language.
Not
Oh,
sex.
stop it.
I don't care for this.
However, you bunch of sinners, premarital sex is also not allowed. So I forbid you from fucking each other, but you all have permission to go fuck yourselves.
Wow, I think Scott Ripley's a bit of a wiener, but I might be a believer in the Church of the Commandments here.
Ripley's happier than a pig
Number
in mud.
5, thou shalt not spot thy neighbor's wife.
Oh, speaking of wieners.
Jesus Christ, no!
Raining blows down on Scott Ripley.
I can't take my eyes off that thing of water. That thing's gonna get spilled right away. You know, I don't really care for Scott Ripley. I don't hate this.
And Scott Ripley, the first ever contestant in the WPW wet t-shirt contest. Down goes Bryce Bentley.
Sammy Pepper's a little too quick.
Pepper's laying in those forearms. Ripley's back in the ring though. Oh. Taking the advantage to Red Hot Summer here.
He's laying a beat down on Sammy Peppers now.
Oh, front-face DDT.
You know, it's about time someone took these Red Hot Summer losers down a peg, honestly. These guys suck. They're called Red Hot Summer, and they're as white as ghosts. They've never seen the outside. They've never been on a beach.
They're the WPW Tag Team Champs.
You know what? And it really speaks to the dearth of talent in the WPW Tag Team division that these guys are considered the best. I think we might be seeing something new happening here.
Oh no. Oh! And Pepper's right through that table. We may need to get Sammy Pepper some help right now.
Wow, Sammy Peppers has not moved.
That was vicious. That was savage.
I don't know what you would call it, like a crucifixion bomb or something. That was a really, really high impact move.
Wow.
Hey, you know, I might be a believer. I've never been so convinced of a religious experience in my life. I feel like I just had a religious experience watching Sammy Peppers get his ass kicked there. That was tremendous.
Tommy Lee Curtis and Scott Ripley have definitely proved their point here in WPW.
And where was Bryce Bentley during that?
He was hurt on the outside.
You know what? Sammy Peppers is in there getting his ass kicked. He should be asking himself, why wasn't Bryce Bentley right there with him going through that table? That seems strange to me.
The event staff in there to check on Sammy Peppers. He could be seriously hurt after that.
I don't see how he couldn't be, honestly.
Hopefully he's all right.
You know, whatever.
The force that he came down through that table with was something. He's getting some assistance out of the ring.
Yeah, WPW event staff helping to take up the trash like they do.
His partner, Bryce Bentley's going to take him to the back, probably seek some medical attention. I don't see how.
Or maybe he'll walk away again. Maybe he'll leave him to find his own medical attention. Maybe he won't be there at all for him, because that's what I saw there.
Oh, stop it.
I don't know that I've ever seen Sam. I've been there since the beginning of Sam's career, and I don't know if I've ever seen him get just his ass handed to him like that. That's an incredible amount of impact, go through a table like that.
Our poor friends,
that's
Red
brutal.
Hot Summer there. But the real crime was those friggin' sandals Jesus was still wearing. Thought I read over those last night.